So if your internet feels slow on your Windows PC, then before you go and type a single command into a terminal, there's one thing you need to work out first. And that's whether your internet is slow or whether it's just this PC. Because a lot of the advice out there has people running commands that genuinely cannot make your connection any faster. And I'll get to those near the end. And the easiest test for that doesn't involve your PC at all. Grab your phone, put it on the same Wi-Fi, and run a speed test on your phone. But if your phone is getting a better speed than the PC, then this is the video for you. Now, to narrow it down, let's open up the terminal. You can right-click on the Start button and then click on Terminal, and we're going to run 3 quick things. First, type ipconfig and have a look for your default gateway, which is your router's address. Now, go ahead and ping that. And you'll notice this never even leaves your house. It's just your PC talking to your router. So if you're getting packet loss or high times here on a cable, your problem is local on your network. It's the cable, the port, or the adapter, and the internet isn't even involved at all. Then ping 1.1.1.1, and that goes out into the internet, but it skips the whole name lookup part. And then ping google.com. Which does the same thing, but with the name lookup added on top. And here's the useful bit. If 1.1.1.1 comes back fine, but google.com doesn't, that's a DNS issue. And that is the one situation where changing your DNS servers or flushing your DNS actually is the fix. Everywhere else, it isn't. Now, if all 3 of those look fine and it's slow anyway, there are 3 things worth having a look at on the PC itself. And the first one catches people out all the time. Go into Settings, then Network and Internet, then Ethernet, and have a look at your link speed. If you're plugged into a gigabit router and that says 100 megabits per second, you've found your problem right there. And in some cases, it can be a damaged cable. And by the way, Cat5e and Cat6 can both handle gigabit perfectly fine, so either one of those network cables will do. The second one is finding out what's actually using your connection right now. And Task Manager isn't great for that. What you want is Resource Monitor. So you can just do a search for Resmon, then open it up and go to the Network tab. And then have a look at network activity. That gives you every process with what it's sending and receiving right now. And you can sort by it. That's how you can catch the thing that's quietly downloading in the background. And the third one is Wi-Fi. And this one is mostly about where you're sitting. 5 GHz is faster, but it doesn't get past walls very well. And 2.4 GHz is slower, but it reaches a lot further. So if you're a couple of rooms away from your router, a strong 2.4 connection will beat a weak 5 GHz connection every time. You'll see people telling you to force your adapter onto 5 GHz only, and personally I'd leave that alone, because the moment you walk away from the router, you've made things worse for yourself. Now let me cover the ones to avoid. You'll see a lot of videos telling you to run ipconfig/flush DNS to speed things up. All that command does is clear the list of names your PC has already looked up. So there's no way for it to give you more bandwidth. And if anything, the next lookup is a bit slower because now it has to go and ask again. Same story with changing your DNS to 1.1.1.1 or 8.8.8.8. That can make pages begin loading a bit quicker the first time you visit them, and it's genuinely worth doing if your provider's DNS is unreliable. But it doesn't change your speed. And then there's one that actually does damage. There's a command going around that disables TCP auto-tuning. If you run that, Windows stops telling the other end it can handle a bigger window. And on a long connection, so a big file coming from a server far away, you can end up capped at a fraction of what you were getting before. If you've already run it, you can put it back with the command that you're seeing on screen now. And then the next one, because I know it's coming in the comments, the old story that Windows holds back 20% of your bandwidth. That setting is still there, but it's a limit on what an app is allowed to reserve. And on a home PC, nothing is reserving anything. So setting it to 0 changes nothing. You already have your whole connection. Now, just one last thing I will mention is the internet speed that you get is also greatly influenced by the amount of devices that's connected on that network and whether everyone is using it at the same time. So if you've got 2 family members in a separate room streaming a high definition movie each, someone else is busy on their phone and you're trying to use your PC, You're all trying to use the same thing at the same time. So when you're doing these speed tests, just make sure that no one else and no other device is on the network, and that you're getting accurate results from just one device being connected and using the network at a single time.